money out. Put some respect on it.
Bitch, I'm on my mom's side.
When you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it. And I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up, put some respect on it, but that ain't.
Hello, everybody. Hello, coming into the room. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Aaron Wiseout TV. Okay, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. If you want to support this channel, you can definitely Cash App. All is appreciated. You can also super chat, super thanks, super stickers. Anything is appreciated. It's not required, but it's definitely appreciated. Every little bit counts. If you want to donate, you definitely can Cash App, super chat, super thanks, super stickers. Okay, now we are here to discuss Chasing Dallas season 4 episode 5. The episode is called Receipts Don't Lie. And baby, it definitely don't, because they definitely put a girl on Front Street, gagged her. It's something about not knowing what you said and then having the wonderful editors of Chasing Dallas just putting that green bean footage for you to let you know that, girl, you thought you can't lie your way out of this. Okay, so shout out. You know what? Every time I say this, shout out to Chasing, everybody at Chasing, Dario, Markel, everybody who has worked on the production. Also, which I didn't know, shout out to Oliver Twix for putting some of the newbies, putting the newbies together, putting this group together. I didn't know that, so shout out to Oliver and all what you have going on. Shout out to you, boo. Well, without further ado, let's get into this episode. So, y'all already know how I kick this thing off. I talk about the boring stuff first, get it out the way, and then we go into the heavy stuff. So, one of the boring scenes, and I told y'all this last review, that I love me some Kiki down, but for me, I know this is a part of her storyline. I know this is a part of her arc and what she has going on to show us on her first time on Chasing Dallas. This is what she wants to show, but I'm not interested in learning about legends, Kiki Keyboard. It was cute for the couple of first episodes, the little clips in here, but I feel like it's coming. I feel like it's becoming a repetitive thing. Like I said, I know this is your part of. Sorry, I understand that it's a part of your story, but I can just say this: it's not for me, dog. I'm going Randy Jackson on it. It's just not for me, dog. I'm not here for it. Girl, you get all 10s across the board for me. Love you, love your spirit. I love your energy on the show, but I just do not care about the Kiki scene, the Kiki bowls, whatever the Kiki is. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never leave from beside me. Yeah, I don't care, Kiki. No shade. But I will say, you definitely looked like a beluga whale, flip-flopping and thinking that you were eating it up on that floor performance. You looked like a whole flipper out on that floor. It didn't look cute to me. I know everybody was giving you your 10s in the chat. Girl, it gave a very much a chop. Girl, what did Derek? Shout out to Derek Dole. Girl, I was literally in my mind, I was literally singing, girl, it's a chop. It's a chop. You said it's not your man, it's a chop. It's not your plans, it's a chop. You think you cute? It's a chop. Like, girl, it's nothing. It's a chop, chop, chop. Girl, I am chopping all the vegetables. I am throwing tomatoes at you. It was a chop. Moving forward. Um, what else scene that I didn't really like care about? And who? Oh, another well, it wasn't irrelevant, but I can definitely say that first of all, let me just give a shout out. Shout out to Jet Jet, shout out to uh Kesey, shout out to Astro. First of all, I want that song. Can we get that song? Because I really do love that song. And no shade, Astro, even though I've have some strong opinion. I I said appealing. I have some strong opinions. I have some strong opinions about your movements and the way you go about things about another person. And you really don't have you really don't have no merit to stand on your dislike for a certain person. But I just can't get over the fact that you are sickening as a rapper. And I will agree, and no shade. I have to agree with DeAndre. At the ending of this episode, he literally said that out of everybody, you can definitely make it big because you are young and you definitely are hungry. And literally by your presentation and about the not about but the way you go hard in writing every lyrics and stuff and your performances. I feel like you definitely gonna go far, and I feel like more festivals, more performances, and I feel like a big fan base is coming your way. Just keep doing your shit. And the thing is, you have very creative mixtapes, so I'm definitely gonna check out one of your mixtapes. And I definitely have to download it. And Astro, I follow you. So it's no T, no E. I really don't take this shit seriously. My opinion is my opinion, so you already know I'm gonna stand on my opinion. But it's we can agree to disagree, and I can still respect your music, and I respect what you bring to the table in the show. Shout out to London. Shout out to Lyndon. Lyndon. I always call him London for whatever reason. His name is Lyndon. 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 I think it's Lyndon James. Um, from Room 8. From the group Room 8. First of all, Kesey, that song that you had about your ex from Florida. First of all, love that song. And Lyndon, vocals on the song was T. So basically, I need two of the songs. So I need Kesey's song with Lyndon, and I also need the song with Jed, Astro, and Kesey because the music is musicking in this show. Shout out to everybody involved. Also, moving forward to some of the scenes that I have some strong opinions about. Well, not well. This is it's coming to Let me pull it back because I feel like I'm rushing myself. Um, I'm a I'm a go to a scene that kind of had me perplexed. I wasn't here for it. And I just have to state my opinion and what I seen on the show. And it has to do with Trey Howard. Trey Howard, listen, can you please pull up a seat, please? Trey Howard, this is really no hate to you. I hope you don't take offense to what I'm about to say, but this is just my opinion and what I seen. Baby, I feel like you're playing it up for the cameras. You are literally giving me Viola Davis, Angela Bassett type of drama. It's given telenovela. It's given very much. Girl, you are literally having the scene as a reel in your acting audition. You're gonna use that scene with your father. You're gonna use that as a reel for, like, future acting projects. And so you could book roles and stuff. So I'm just not here for the dramatics. I understand. Maybe it's just me and the way the scene came off. You were talking to your friend and you were telling her about your father, and it's messed up, wanting to meet your daughter, wanted to meet your other half of the family, and your sisters, your father's other family, and without working on your relationship first. And I definitely, well, I can definitely understand. See, the thing is, I have never been through it, but I can put into some context, like, how would I feel if somebody who has never had a relationship with me wants me to meet their other half that he has spent his whole life with? I definitely could understand that. Like, I would be hurt. I'll be hurt. My walls would be up, definitely. But also going forward, you called your dad. You called your dad. Maybe he came off dismissive, and you were also hot and heavy because of the exchange you had in the text with him and stuff like that, and the Facebook stuff and all that. I take that into account. But when you call up your dad on the phone, and you came off right out the gate swinging, and he didn't know what the fuck was going on. I don't know if he just woke up. He woke up from a hangover. I don't know what's your dad's situation, but he was very confused at the conversation, and basically he literally let it be known. That's all in the past. That's all in the past. Do you want to meet up now? And my only thing that just kind of pissed me off, you already know that your dad and and y'all situation, it needs to be mended. And I feel like you do want a relationship with your dad, but swinging out the gate when this man, like, you gotta, honestly, sometimes you gotta take the parent at face value. Listen, sometimes they're gonna give you half percent. Half percent is better than no percent. No effort at all. You know, and this is coming from somebody who didn't have no father in his life, who always wondered about a father and son relationship. I don't, just being transparent, I don't know my dad. I don't know what he looks like. I have never met him before. So this is coming from a 31-year-old man that only has a name of his dad and don't know a face. I don't know what he looks like. I just don't know. So I feel like, meet that parent halfway, instead of instead of getting in your feelings, instead of doing all that. I understand you want the relationship, and you hurt that he's probably giving more time to the other kids than you. Basically saying that, oh, those are his kids. He don't have another kids, another set of kids. Could definitely understand that. But instead of being overly dramatic about it, you literally do something about it, or let the shit lay. Because all that huffing and puffing and screaming and uncontrollably, and expressing your emotions uncontrollably, and I understand the hurt, but crying and being, doing all that you did in that scene, I feel like I feel like you were trying to. pull on heartstrings a little bit like you've always done. It's always something with your family. If it's not your mother, it's your father. If it's not your father or your mother, it's your gay dad or your gay stepdad or your gay brother. It's something that you crying about. And it's like, okay, when the tears is going to stop? And I don't know if it's me, y'all, or maybe I'm just emotionally disattached, or I'm just emotionally, I emotionally, I'm trying to find the word. I'm trying to find a better word. Like I am emotionally uninvested because one thing about me is that I hate to shed tears for long. I hate to shed tears for hours and hours and hours. Like I will have a cry, a good all out cry. But I'm not gonna stay in that. I'm not gonna stay in that. It's gonna like I'd rather have half of something than nothing. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like it would do you a more more of a more of a service to just meet your dad halfway instead of battling with him, or like, like just being very like combative, like you was being very combative on that phone, Trey, and I just did not like it. And the fact that he hung up on you, he don't have no time for that. And I feel like probably he's at that age where he's not going to chase you. And I feel like you want him to chase you when he don't have to. Trey, you are grown. At the end of the day, you are the child. He is the parent. But I honestly, and I didn't get this until I was older. A parent is not going to keep chasing another grown adult. And I feel like even though you are their child, and I bet he acknowledged, I bet you money he acknowledged that he hasn't been there for you. But I feel like in my mind, he probably has reached out to you before, and you always hold something against him, and you always bring up something that is totally irrelevant to what state y'all was in that particular moment of you and him trying to meet up. You will always divert or deflect or trying to go back and bring up something that it happened, but I feel like you will want to talk about it. And I feel like a person who, because I see your mother has your mother's probably older, and I know your father is older. So you have to think about it in the mindset of a parent. They're at a stage in their life where they want comfortability. They don't want to argue. They don't want to talk about what can't be changed. What's done is done in the past, and I feel like you want to talk about it. Okay, we can talk as much as you want, but if both people feel the way they feel and they sticking to their guns, and you feel like you want this validation, or you want this conversation, or you want your dad to take some accountability, and probably he's not, or probably he just has set it he has set his mind he has set his mind to on like I don't know if I'm saying this right, or maybe but come on this journey with me, y'all. I just feel like his dad has programmed his mind to not think about the past. I feel like his dad already knows that he has fucked up being a parent or being there for Trey or however many kids he has not seen. I don't know their situation, but he's willing to meet Trey halfway. And I feel like Trey keeps going backwards and wanting to talk about something that cannot be fixed. What's done in the past is in the past already. And maybe, and this is all just my opinion, nothing is fact, but this is just what I feel, Trey. This is not me coming at you and think that you're wrong for showing your emotion. This is just what I feel. I just feel like you would do yourself a huge service by just living a moment. Fuck what happened in the past, because what happened in the past cannot be changed. You probably want this man to take accountability. He don't have no time for it. He basically just accept what can't be accepted. He knows he fucked up as a parent, but he's willing to move forward. So all that you did, and this is what the result is. He hung up the phone on you, and now you got all out of rage, and now your emotion, now you hate him, and now you I want another parent or whatever tantrum that you had in that room, and now you're crying on everybody's shoulder by the end of the episode, and everybody's confronting you about, listen, be blessed, Trey. Look at your journey from when you first came on to this franchise, and we met you till now. I have seen a huge growth in professional and just you growing as an adult, you know um maybe this just what I've seen. And if it happens, it happens, and if it don't, it don't. You can't change what's in the past. You have to move forward. Either you have a relationship and accept what can't be changed, and be in that moment with your dad, or you're gonna keep bringing up the past and continue to get hung up on in your face. Pick one. So that's what I had to say about Trey. And I just felt like, you was just doing your good, you was just, I just feel like all that was unnecessary. It gave very much Angela Bassett, Viola Davis, snotty nose tease, it's given very much. Academy Award goes to Trey Howard. And girl, you are just crying, not knowing that you about to actually win the award, and just crawling on the floor and just saying no, no, no. Like like a Maury Povich show, girl. Anyway, but that's just what I feel on it. I felt like you did a lot for the cameras, and I just feel like it's not believable, sweetie. It's given very much Razzie Award. It's given Horrible Actress Award. No shade. But anyway, um let's go on to the next topic. And this is, this is the meat and potatoes of the episode. I don't know, you know, I'm gonna go easy. DeAndre. Now, y'all know that I've been, lusting after DeAndre, and it's a key. I feel like everybody really take me like seriously. Everybody take me serious. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get because something fell, child. My shit fell. People really take me serious on the internet, and I just have to realize that people take my word for bond. Like, I don't know that man, and he is handsome. I have a fondness of dark chocolate. So, do I think he's attractive? Yes, I do. But that's not that's besides the point. But DeAndre, chasing realities, chasing Dallas, put out something in the episode like a disclaimer. DeAndre has quit the show. He is not doing no more green screens, or he is basically has left the show. And I don't know if everybody's shocked. I don't know why would you be shocked, because when it came to everyone coming on the meet and greet, he wasn't there. Everybody was there when I think Markel did the meet the cast. Not a meet and greet. It was kind of like a meet and greet, but meet the cast on the live. The only one that wasn't there was DeAndre. DeAndre's Instagram, I feel like he's the only one that is not promoting the show. I have went to his Instagram. If y'all have went to DeAndre's Instagram, he has not once promoted the show. His Instagram has been the same for like weeks. So that's why I put two and two together. That I put two and two together. I was like, he probably is not going to be on the show. And plus, it seems like the whole entire cast has a problem with this man. Even literally, we didn't even see the show yet. And it was already giving everybody got a problem with DeAndre. Like, I literally put two and two together. Like there was no DeAndre nowhere. Like, he wasn't going to lives. He wasn't doing the after. I bet he's not even going to do the after show. And a little tidbit, y'all. The only person that I reached out to do an interview with is DeAndre. I actually do want DeAndre. Um, I want to interview DeAndre out of everybody. And it's not to like shade anybody else on the cast, it's because everybody has a problem with DeAndre. And I feel like I want to give him the platform to not judge him, or not give him a platform where he's not being attacked and it's like a fair ground. Like, because I feel like I think because I know a lot of people is like, not team DeAndre. DeAndre's the villain. He's this, he's that, he's angry, he's bitter, he's that, he's a liar, this, and that. All that is fine. All that is your opinion, and I'm not here to change it. But what I want to do is give him a platform where it's safe. I'm not going to come at him. I really want DeAndre to share his side. And I knew for a fact when I never got a response from DeAndre, I just know he probably I followed him and everything, and because every content creator is doing interviews with the cast of the show. I will also love to interview each and every one of these cast members. Like, I'm fair. Like, even though I have roast you in the interview, I have no problems with you. And maybe I should have started off the season saying PSA. If I have dragged you in in a review, I don't have a personal issue with you, and I don't want you to take offense. This is all for Kiki's entertainment. But if something don't feel right to me when I'm watching the show, and if I look at the show and something don't feel right to me, and I feel like it's phony, fraudulent, and fallacies, I'm definitely going to call it out. This is no shade to you. This no shade. You know, you probably was emotional. You probably was crying and everything like that. Definitely understand. But this is my opinion. This is my platform. I'm giving my opinion. You can definitely have yours. I'm not here to change your opinion, and you're definitely not here to change my opinion because it's not going to change over here. It's giving very much needed leaks. It's not going to change over here, sweetie. So we're going to move on, or we're going to keep going over it. You feel me? So shout out to needed leaks, by the way. Poo, poo, bloop. Um, uh, DeAndre. So I don't know I don't know if everybody was shocked, but I really wasn't shocked when, like I said, the very beginning, he was not promoting the show. He wasn't on Meet the Cast, none of that. So I just knew at a certain point probably not gonna see him, or he probably will not be at the reunion, or probably he finished all of his scenes, did all of his green screens, but he's not going to promote the show because of all the hatred towards him and how everybody, almost everybody on the cast disliked this man. Because I really don't feel like Kiki dislikes him. I haven't watched a single interview with anybody. Because I think Kiki did an interview with Scotty and Jamar on a prelude. Shout out to Jamar and Scotty. Um, but I didn't even watch that interview. I don't, the thing about me is I want to give my own perception, and I don't want to watch interviews that I'm just gonna probably, get the same question. I want my own questions. I want my own individual questions to the way I want to ask them and everything. And, because I have a certain je ne sais quoi about the way I ask things and about how, I give it up and, in interviews and a one-on-one. So, yeah, but he definitely didn't respond to my DMs. And I just knew something was going to be up. Either he's not going to finish this whole entire season, or he has finished it, but he's definitely not promoting it or not coming to the reunion. It's either one of those. So I wasn't shocked when they put it out there that he didn't finish his green screens and he has left the show for good. DeAndre. DeAndre. Um, Baby, as handsome as you are, you really do yourself a huge disservice. And why I say this is because you did so good. You did so good in participating in the game, in Oliver's game. But like Kayshawn, and shout out to Kayshawn because what he said was true. If people can take accountability, hashtag accountability is what counts. It shows you what type of man you are to take accountability for your actions. And DeAndre, it was really so sad to watch you constantly lie on camera and say that you didn't say what you said when it's literally on film. Now, DeAndre, I don't know you if you were drinking, or you got your head popped so hard by Astro or Kesey or whoever knocked you silly to where you had a gash on your head and you had blood on your shirt. I don't know who knocked you that far, or the way you hit the floor when you pop Kesey, because no shade, when DeAndre, and then I had to look at it again when they showed the fight again. If y'all can see, baby DeAndre popped Kesey in the face soon as he walked up. Soon as DeAndre walked up, y'all gotta watch that scene again. I was surprised because I didn't think that DeAndre got a hit on Kesey. I'm thinking that he grazed him, but no, he actually popped him in the face and then he fell. And that's when Kesey started bumbling, do the pop, pop, pop on his head and shit. But we're not going to go back to the fight. But for you to, but like, for you to not remember, like, that fall on that floor really did a number on you. I don't know if it's the floor or the many times Astro and Kesey has pummeled you in your face and your head. I don't know if you got amnesia. I don't know if you have, memory loss, or you literally forgot that whole day, because literally you have said several lies. I don't know if you were playing or you were just like in the moment and you just said it fast, but you literally said that I don't remember starting the fight, yada yada. He did this, he did that. No, what you did was come around, go to him, and he literally got up. You hit him in the face, you fell, and he got the one up on you. So at the end of the day, you have stated many, many lies in this one episode. Like I said again, I don't know if you hit of I don't know the impact of how hard you hit that floor, baby, when you tripped. I don't know if it was Queasy and Astro hands laid upon your pretty, pretty chocolate head. But baby, the things that you recollect, that you recall, is not how it looked on camera or what happened on camera. You definitely call Kesey a nobody. That's what you did. You definitely did that. It's like you said so many lies. And that's one of many, you know? It's definitely too much. I felt real disappointed as somebody who was literally still like, because no shade, y'all. I'm not gonna be of the collective just beating DeAndre down, because he's already being beat down in the comments. So, but what I will do is keep it real and call him out when DeAndre needs to come out. Not when DeAndre needs to come out. I will call him out when DeAndre needs to be called out. That's what I mean. Sorry. So nobody's not above approach. So, but I am somebody who watches the show, who can pick up on subtle movements and words. Like, I pick up on words really, really. I decode languages like energy. I pick up on energy. So certain words people use and the faces that they choose to make, like, it all goes inside with that, and it's all like, ah, child. I just, all in all, y'all, I don't think, I just my opinion, y'all can have yours. I don't think DeAndre got a fair chance. I don't think I honestly do not think that DeAndre got a fair chance. And yes, it's probably due to his spiciness. It's probably due to him, but I just feel like the collective did not give DeAndre a fair chance. Um I feel like he was on a direction of making it better. I feel like he gave multiple people their flowers, but I feel like people had some people, and I'm saying Astro and Keyshawn had unnecessary issues, or they had probably preconceived issues that probably Dre didn't know that they had against him already, because they probably never had a one-on-one conversation. I don't know, but it's just like for Keyshawn and Astro both to have this such hard opinions. And I'm gonna give Keyshawn a little bit leeway in this episode, because I feel like Keyshawn was the most mature out of everybody. And the way he looked at DeAndre and was sincere. First of all, shout out to DeAndre. So I am literally glad that Keyshawn gave the grace, because out of everybody, he literally gave that man grace after saying that he had a PPP loan and all this and that, and talked about his body and stuff, which I really felt like was unnecessary. But going forward, I felt like Astro, I still think to this day you had no reason to have issues with DeAndre. Some of the things that you said is only because of the rest of the people that don't like Andre. No, DeAndre, you are piggybacking off of beefing. You are piggybacking off of other people's beef with DeAndre. And then I don't know why you can't let it go. Maybe because that's just not the way how you get down, and I totally understand. But my thing is, if Kesey is willing to move forward, he's like, listen, we ain't got no beef. I ain't got no beef. I wanted to see what type of time you want. Why you still have this pressure towards DeAndre? The shit is weird to me. And I will never understand why a lot of people don't see it. And it's like a lot of people feel like, Astro is right. But I'm like, what is he right about? Did he come spicy? Yes. That don't make him weird. That just make him human. He came on spicy. That's who he is. Like, we accept you. Like, honestly, Astro, we accept you. Listen, flaws and all, because you pronounce community. You pronounce community as community with an R, or music with an R. You put an R in every word. We love you, Astro, because you are the comic relief, but I feel like you have misplaced anger or misplaced issues with DeAndre, because I honestly do not feel like DeAndre came on beefing with you. He came on giving you your tens. Out of anybody, I'm like, why you have such this disdain for DeAndre when DeAndre never did nothing to you? And it just also marked the fact that he literally said that. He was like, wait, I didn't come on having no issues. Why you have such an issue with me, Astro, when I gave you nothing? I gave you your flowers. I never had an issue. And the fact that you said that, oh, it's a setup. First of all, Astro, you didn't think it was a setup until everybody else said it was a setup. That's when you was like, oh yeah, it probably was a setup. So in my opinion, you are just piggybacking off of what everybody was already thinking. So everybody else was thinking it. let me think it too, and let me. Oh, really? Yeah, it was a jump. It was a setup. It's giving follower, and I'm not gonna take it back. It's giving very much follower with Astro. And I don't like it because I like Astro. I just don't like a following ass bitch. Shout out to Keyshawn for being grown and being grown and mature to turn to this man, look him in his eyes, and tell him and give him his sins and give him a sincere apology. Even though it's going to go left because Keyshawn already told us on the after show, it gets lower than that. Because that's the thing yesterday, the thing last episode was not the tip of the iceberg. It gets lower. That was not the tip of the iceberg with them two going at it. Because Keyshawn confirmed that they go low with each other. It gets worse. So this is not over between Mr. DeAndre and Keyshawn. But I just have to acknowledge that Keyshawn was mature and grown in this situation. And I don't even blame Kesey for not knowing how to respond to DeAndre because of what he said in the confessional, that he heard some things he said about him. So I totally understand how Kesey feels about DeAndre and how, it was very limited what he said, even though DeAndre gave him all the tens. I feel like Kesey gave him like a 6.5. It's definitely not a 7. No, matter of fact, not 6.5, 6.2 or 6.3, but definitely not a 6.5. Shit. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Also, I have to uh give a give some love to Robert Ray, because I definitely that hurt my heart that the little girl that you've known since she was a baby is not yours. To know that a baby that you cared for, love, and shared it, for that little girl to not to be for that little girl not to be yours, it is kind of like like a dagger to the heart. But the mere fact that you say that that's still your baby girl, you still gonna love her, like not, yeah. The fact that you said that you was gonna still love that little girl, and I give you all the props in the world, because because some daddies will literally, like, you know what, I'm gonna give me off for child support. That's not my child, and you know what, take your child. But the fact that you have that attachment to this child that is not yours, baby, that's something that's love. That's love. And the fact that you had to get off camera to, because I know, listen, and I understand about Robert Ray getting off camera to cry, because it's not because he's trying to keep this image of a hard dude. It's just that not many people is quick to show emotions or quick to cry like a Trey Howard. Not everybody is quick to cry on camera and just show their emotions on camera. Not everybody is like that, and I can definitely tell that, you know it really hurt Robin, and I really like sympathize with him, and I really wanted to give him a hug in that confessional, because I just, yeah. But I think it just showed a level of love of Robert that he's willing to give to something that he just learned that is not his, but is willing to love her anyway, because he has spent time, he has spent money, and even if money wasn't an option, just the love and the respect and the the protection that you have for this little girl, and that will always be there. I think she when she grows up, or she ever takes a peek at this show, or whenever you tell her at a certain age or whatever, she's going to be confused, but she's still going to love you. She's still going to, that little girl is going to grow up to love you even more, respect you even more. She's literally going to call you daddy. She don't give a shit if you're not her biological daddy. But the mere fact that you were present in her life since she was a baby, she's going to remember that for the rest of her life, Robert. I promise you, that little girl is going to cherish you, because there's something about them little girls and their fathers. And little girls' first love is their fathers. And keep showing that little girl love. Keep being there for her. Keep showing her that nothing has changed. No amount of paperwork, test results, whatever, doctor visits, nothing can tell me that I am not your father, even by blood. It doesn't change the fact that I am your father. So, shout out to Chase in Dallas. Shout out to Markel for another amazing show. Um, shout out to the whole cast. I always say this every time. Shout out to the whole Chasing chat. Just shout out to the whole Chasing reality. Shout out to Andario. Shout out to everybody on production. Shout out to everybody. And also shout out to shout out to Oliver Twix for this game and having everybody be vulnerable and talk about something that's personal that they feel comfortable with, and everybody participated. Even Trey Howard, because no shade, Trey Howard was being very, very much shady towards Oliver Twix. I don't know if it's the fact that Oliver Twix brought everybody together and you didn't, and you think you're gonna come on as the new Reese, and you're not giving me Reese. You're giving me a messy cunt. I mean, you probably is giving me Reese, but not the good way, because Reese was a messy cunt. In my opinion, Trey Howard, I don't think you can take it. See, in my opinion, I feel like Reese can take it. You can't. But anyway, just shout out to everybody in the Chasing chat. Chasing reality, y'all did y'all big one. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all share this video. Make sure I follow all of my social medias in the description below. I am on IG, I am on TikTok, and I am on Twitch, y'all. I will see y'all for another video. If y'all want to support me, there's a cash ad rolling down. And if y'all want to support any another way, you can definitely send me super chats, super stickers, and super things. Love you guys. Have a great, great day. Bye, y'all. See you in the next video.